Hello friends, in one of our previous videos we discussed how we can determine whether a number is a prime number or not. If you are not sure how to determine whether a number is a prime number or not, I would recommend you to go back to that video, the link of which has been given in the description section of this video, because we would require that concept of determining prime numbers for solving this problem. In this problem, we are going to find the sum of all prime numbers in a range of numbers. Fine. So basically what you will ask the user to input two numbers, that is the lower limit of the range and the upper limit of the range. For example, if the user enters the lower limit as 3 and the upper limit as 8, then you have to determine the sum of all the prime numbers between 3 and 8. So let's see how we can do that. So for saving time, I'm not again going to write the code for determining the prime numbers. I'm directly going to copy it from here and paste it in the current cell. Fine, in the current file. So what we basically have to do is that, first of all, instead of asking for one input, we will have to ask the user for two inputs. So the first input will be, please enter the lower limit, and the second input will be, and let it have a name, lower, and next we will have another variable called upper, in which we will store the upper limit of the range input by the user. Fine, and it will be upper. Fine. So now what we have to do? We have to enclose this entire code of determining prime number inside another loop, and that loop will take care of iterating through the range, and this inner for loop will take care of determining whether a particular number in the range is prime number or not. Fine. So let's enclose the end. First of all, let's omit this code for simplicity. We will handle the corner cases separately at a later point of time. For now, to ensure simplicity, I am deleting this code. Fine. Now we have to enclose this entire code inside another for loop. Let the iterator variable be num. For num in range, if you want to include both the number, the lower and the upper, then you have to mention lower comma upper plus 1, because if you just mention lower comma upper, the upper limit will not be included in the sequence. For example, if you want to determine the sum of all the prime numbers between 3 to 6, and here if we mention 3 comma 6, then actually the iteration will be done over the sequence 3 to 5, because the last number or the upper limit in the range function is not included in the sequence. So to actually include the upper limit, you have to mention upper plus 1. Fine. So inside this we will have this entire code. So we will have to put indentation for each of this, right? So this is again inside the if block, so it will have another indentation, and this will again have the same indentation as the for, right? So this, and this print statement is again inside this else block, so it will go here. Now let's do it like this: the number, then quotes, then this plus and here we'll mention what the number is, str num. Fine. And here also we'll do a similar thing. Fine. So this code will actually tell us between this range, between the lower and the upper range, which numbers are prime and which numbers are not prime. Fine. So let's run the cell. Let's enter the lower limit as 3 and let's enter the upper limit as 7. Fine. So you can see the number 3 is prime, 4 is not prime, 5 is prime, 6 is not prime, again 7 is prime. So here what is happening, for each value of the iterator variable num, we are checking whether it is a prime number or not, and we are accordingly printing it in the console. But we don't actually want to do that. We don't want to print whether the number is prime or not. What we want to do, if the number is prime, then we want to add it up. So to hold the sum, first of all, we have to declare a variable right at the top called sum and initialize it to 0. So whenever we will get a prime number, so only if the program control comes to this else block, then we will say it is a prime number. So whenever we will get a prime number, instead of printing it in the console, what we will do, we will simply add it to the current sum. Fine. And if the number is not a prime number, then also we will not print anything but simply break out of the inner loop and will try with the next value of the num variable. Fine. So let's debug our code. First of all, let's put a breakpoint here and let's also put a breakpoint in this line. Fine. So let's start our debugging session. So now we will enter the lower limit. Let's say it's 3. Let's enter the same lower limit and upper limit as before and press enter, and let's again enter 7. So when we do that, you can see it hits the breakpoint and the current value of the variable num is 3, and the obviously the lower and upper limit we have already entered them. Those are 3 and 7, and the current value of sum is 0. As sum has been initialized to 0, so the current value of sum is 0 and the current value of num is 3. So obviously num, when the current value of num is 3, so 3 is a prime number, so it will obviously come to this else block. So if we continue it, you can continue it by pressing Ctrl plus F12. So if when it comes here, now what it will do, it will add the number, that is it will add 3 with the current value of sum. So the current value of sum will now be changed from 0 to 3. So if we again press Ctrl plus F12, you can see the debugger goes here, and now you can see the sum has changed from 0 to 3 because we have added 3 with the earlier value of 0. Fine. Now what is the current value of num? The current value of num is 4. Will now the debugger hit this big point? Will now this debugger come to this else block? No. This debugger will now not come to this else block, right? Because 4 is not a prime number. So if we again press Ctrl plus F12, it will again hit this point only. It does not come to this point, and it again hits this point only. Now if we again press and what is the current value of num now? The current value of num is 5. So we have again got a prime number, so it will obviously come to the else block. Let's press Ctrl plus F12 again. It has come to the else block, right? So if we again press Ctrl plus F12, or if we do it from here, continue, it will go again to this line, And now you can see the value of sum has changed from 3 to 8 because recently the number 5 has been added to it. Again, in this iteration, what is the value of num? The value of num is 6, which is again not a prime number, so it will not come to this else block. If we again press continue, you can see it stays here only. It means it moves to the next iteration and it does not come to this else block, and it moves to the next iteration. Now in this iteration, what is the value of num? The value of num is 7. If we again press continue, it comes here, and again if you press continue, you will see the value of sum getting changed to 15, and we have exhausted all the iterations because the last value of the iterative variable num was 7, because the upper limit that we entered was 7. So we have exhausted all the iterations, and currently the value of sum is 15. Fine. So we have not yet printed the value of sum. We have to print it below. The sum of numbers is equal to, then we will print str, then sum. Fine. So let's run this cell once again. We will not debug it this time, we will directly run it. So let's enter some other limit. Let's enter 11 as the lower limit and 15 as the upper limit, and it gives us 24 because 11 and 13, these two are the prime numbers between this range 11 and 15. So that's how you can find the sum of all prime numbers in a range of numbers. So that's it for this video, friends. If you have liked this video, please subscribe to my channel so that you get notified when I'll upload more Python and data science related videos. And please don't forget to like and share my video so that it reaches a larger audience and they also get benefited from it. Thanks a lot for watching.